Hi all, Annie here. How's it been? In this video, I'd like to review and show you my thoughts about this web novel. And yes, I also read web novels on top of anime and books and whatever. Anyway, this web novel is called My Vampire System, and it is pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good for being one of the most popular web novels out there. So I'll tell you my thoughts. We'll go through it, and well, hopefully I'll get you to see it too. My Vampire System is about a boy who goes to a military school, and this is a post-apocalyptic world where humans are in a war with this other race called the Dalki, and all the kids have to go to military school because they need them to grow up to be good old military army kids, you know. But it's not such a great life, and there are powers involved. Everyone has some kind of power system, except the main character. Pretty familiar concept, yes. But he has this heirloom, this book, and circumstances happen, a piece of blood falls onto the book, and suddenly this whole shtick happens. The book disappears. Suddenly he has like a game system in his head. Everywhere he looks, he sees like, level 1, do this, task, quest, you get it, like you would see in an MMO, except in his head. Pretty much like SAO, except he's the only one who seems to be able to see this kind of game system. And he soon realizes he's a vampire. He gets introduced to this whole new world where he's suddenly uprooted from this kind of weak kid who gets bullied a lot to becoming this strong vampire who could fend for himself and protect others. And you see how his background causes him to go down a path that he wasn't expecting, and the development involved is phenomenal. Now, going into the system, the actual what makes this show unique, the vampire system, seems to be some kind of like every time he does some kind of task or quest and he levels up, he gets stronger, he gets beefier, he could do cooler moves and all that. And it's an interesting way to have him develop as a person, because this isn't like another one of those shows where all the game is a game, a cool game concept where you just level up. In this one, leveling up also kind of refers in the subtext about his development as a person. As he levels up, he develops, the world develops, and we get to see more about whatever the situation is happening. He gets to be able to interact with more people up the food chain, see what's really happening, because if you couldn't guess, there's a lot more to this than meets the eye. Now, the characters, probably my most favorite part of the series. Honestly, the author really does a phenomenal job with the characters. You know, at first they are kind of one note. They're not so much them. They're kids. They do kid stuff. They get bullied. They fight back. Whatever. But as pages go on, as the story progresses, they develop really, really well. You see these characters that were once really weak and couldn't think for themselves kind of be able to stand up for themselves, be able to take the people who used to bully them on. Except it's not like they took a full 180. You see part of their past. You see that they are still the same person, but developed to that point where they're a new act in their persona. And everyone involved with the main cast is like that, and I appreciate that so much. There's some side characters who are not appreciated as much. I kind of forgive that, because everyone who you know well, who has the kind of screen time, well, not screen, who has the page count that you're kind of familiar with them, everyone, bad guy or good guy, they're really developed, and I appreciate that a lot. They're good. And not only them, the enemies too, the antagonists are fleshed out really well. They're not like just bad for bad's sake kind of bad guys. They have there's more to them, and I appreciate that. I don't know if I really talk more about them, I would give stuff away. I'm not going to do that, but you'll see. Two more things. This is really quick. First, the world. This is a world. It's post-apocalyptic, but the Daleki are not from Earth. This is an interstellar kind of story. They go from world to world. They're able to either conquer worlds or practice fighting different enemies on worlds. They could get different artifacts from different worlds. But the expansion is phenomenal, and the ability to expand on what you know from the small aspect, expand on that well before going outwards, I appreciate a lot. And that's pretty much it. Honestly, I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm still reading. I'm up to date. I don't know. There's like 900 chapters of it so far. I can't believe I binged it. So, of course, I enjoy it. I give it a solid 7 out of 10. It's not anything that's breaking the world with how phenomenal it is. There's nothing new about it. It does everything in it has been done before, but it's done really well. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button and subscribe. Share this video to anyone who might be interested in web novels. Comment down below if you have any interests or have any other ideas about the web novel or anything else that you want me to see, because I'm very interested. I enjoyed this. I want to see what else is out there. So, thank you and see ya.